What's going on, guys? I surely missed this ball. Did you miss this? If you're an old subscriber of this channel, I know you know what ball this is, but enough about that. Today we will be discussing two of Nike's PROTROS shoes, specifically by Kobe or for Kobe. So as you know, it's the Kobe 1 PROTROS versus the Kobe 4 PROTROS, which is the newest in the PROTROS line. Before we move on to the comparison, I would just like to remind you guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and share this video afterwards. It will go a long way. I appreciate that, guys. I know who you are. Thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. So let's start off first with the uppers. Kobe 1 PROTROS have a leather upper. Majority of the shoe is leather. It really also depends on what colorway you have. The one that I have is MPLS. It has leather and some nubuck around it. First one that I had that I sold was the Kobe 1 Final Seconds. So it's a white, yellow, purple colorway. Majority and almost the entire upper is made out of leather and some parts are mesh. On all the colorways that I saw, they are mostly leather. So as you know, with leather, they need some break-in time. You have to play with them at least 4 days. Then you'll really feel the leather softening up and holding to your foot. And it's very supportive, very comfy, but breathability is the problem. It's okay, that's not too big of a deal. When you're resting, you just loosen up your laces and let your foot breathe. That's the only consequence when you wear leather upper. The airflow is not that good, but overall support, performance-wise, it's insane, it's fantastic. The lateral support of the Kobe 1 PROTROS are excellent, especially because of its large lateral outrigger and it's stitched up on the leather upper. I mean, the support on the Kobe 1s are awesome. One of the top supported shoe that is out now in the market. As for the upper of the Kobe 4 PROTROS, mostly synthetic leather with some plastic around it. As for support, performance-wise, very supportive too, doesn't stretch at all. Lateral support is great, but comparing it with the Kobe 1 PROTROS, the lateral outrigger on the Kobe 1s is a lot bigger. It's very evident. If you want the bigger outrigger and a more supportive shoe, go with the Kobe 1s. But on the Kobe 4s, since it's low cut, so a lot of you like low cut shoes, comparing it to the mid cut of the Kobe 1s, less restricting on your ankle. That's the main advantage of the Kobe 4s because its upper is more minimal compared to the Kobe 1s, which is a mid cut and more layers to it. So the Kobe 4s is lighter compared to the Kobe 1s. I think the Kobe 1 PROTROS is on the heavy side of shoes, very similar to the LeBrons, but it's not as heavy as the LeBrons. When you fit the shoe, and the fit is really nice and it's very supportive, I don't notice the weight at all. So for my personal opinion, I don't really mind the weight on the shoes. That some other people are exaggerating that it's very heavy, they don't like heavy shoes, but as long as this shoe is very supportive and the traction is good, I don't mind the weight. I don't feel it at all. Comfort wise, I would say they're both in the same comfort level. They're very nice on your foot, not too restricting, hugs your foot well, especially after breaking them in. But the Kobe 4 PROTROS, you need less break-in time on them. And as for the lacing system of the shoes, both have a traditional thumb. Very easy to customize your lacing setup, where you want it to be more snug and where you want it to be loosened. So 2 thumbs up again for both PROTROS. Now let's move on to the midsole cushion of the shoe. And this is the most controversial part of the shoes, specifically because the Kobe 1 PROTROS, they initially launched it with the full length zoom. A lot of people were very happy, that including me. I really love the full length zoom setup of the cushion of the Kobe 1 PROTROS. Court feel is really nice, responsiveness of the shoe is really nice, and at the same time, the bounciness that the full length zoom gives you, perfect cushion setup. One of the nicest cushion setup that is out. You need to break them in a bit, but after they have broken in, very good cushion setup. While the Kobe 4s, like I said, the most controversial shoe that is out now, aside from the auto lacing adapt BB, also from Nike. But this one is more on the bad side. Kobe 4 PROTROS, initially they said it's a full length zoom, but no, it's a foam cushioning injected phylon. What it has is a heel zoom unit. A lot of people were angry with that because they thought it's a full length zoom unit. That's in the details of all shopping sites and even Nike, but they took it out. So sad, here in the Philippines you can't return them. Unlike in the US where the Seekers app, you ship them back and they will give you a refund. It doesn't work here. But what's positive about that is since the full lens zoom unit is missing, is absent, I'm still liking the foam, the injected Phylon that they incorporated with the Kobe 4 PROTROS because it's not stiff, very plush, and at the same time very bouncy. But I know that a lot of instances that foam cushion eventually will bottom out compared to the full lens zoom unit, which is made out of air. Unless you pop it, it won't deflate. But so far, upon using the Kobe 4 PROTROS, now just bounciness in the forefoot and very nice impact protection even in the forefoot. Very plush foam right off the box. It's very soft. No complaints so far with that. Now, if I were to choose between the Kobe 4 cushion setup and the Kobe 1's cushion setup, I would still go with the Kobe 1's because of how bouncy it is and how nice the court feel and responsiveness on the Kobe 1's compared to the Kobe 4's. If you want maximum court feel and more bounciness, Kobe 1 is the way to go. If you want it to be more plush and more impact protection all throughout the shoe, Kobe 4 is the way to go. And now let's move on to the traction of the shoe. The Kobe 1 PROTROS has a herringbone pattern made out of really hard rubber. The rubber compound is very good, but it needs a little braking time first. Eventually, after that, the traction is insane. Grip on the floor doesn't pick up a lot of dust. Outdoor use is okay with that because of the hard rubber. Comparing to the Kobe 4, it's also herringbone, but the rubber on the Kobe 4 is a lot softer compared to the Kobe 1, so I wouldn't recommend it outdoors. Also, on dusty court, the Kobe 1's for the win. The Kobe 4's picks up a lot of dust quickly. Traction wise, all out on the Kobe 1's. As for the lockdown of the shoe, especially on the heel lockdown on both shoes is very nice. It's nicer on the Kobe 1 since it's mid-cut, but you'll be restricted in the ankle a bit compared to the low-cut Kobe 4's. But if you don't mind that and if you want more ankle protection, Kobe 1's is the way to go. But both heel support and lockdown are very good. As for the sizing of the shoe, go true to your size on both shoes. For wide footers, half a size up is what I recommend. These shoes are wide footer friendly because there's toe space on top of your forefoot. Wide footers, you're good to go with both shoes. So as for the pricing, Kobe 1's right now for the brand new is $180 US, but a lot of colorways now is on sale. As for the Kobe 4 PROTROS, it's $175 because the price is different here in Manila compared to the United States. So it's around that $175 to $180 US. The only colorway on the Kobe 4's is the Charlotte colorway, while the Kobe 1's, there's a lot of colorways that are out now and a lot are on sale, like 30 to 40% here in Manila. So what shoe would I recommend? Personally, I really like the Kobe 1 PROTROS because first of all, the traction is really good. Dust pickup, very minimal. The upper is more supportive. I like a mid-cut shoe. Gives me a little bit of ankle protection comparing it with a low-cut shoe. And as for the cushion setup, both are equally good, but it really depends if you want it more plush or more bouncy. If you want bounciness, Kobe 1 PROTROS. If you want more impact protection, plush, Kobe 4. But for me, the deal breaker between the two shoes is the traction because the Kobe 4 PROTROS traction is not that dependable, especially on a dusty court. It doesn't grip that well on a dusty court compared to the Kobe 1. So that's a deal breaker for me. I really love a shoe with a very dependable traction, especially on a dusty court. Here in Manila, there's a lot of dust. I'm not exaggerating on that compared to the other countries. If you know me, my main agenda is traction, then cushion, then support. So there you go on my comparison between the Kobe 1's and the Kobe 4 PROTROS. I hope I help you guys out if you're planning to buy. This has been Marches once again. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you. Please go watch my other videos and maraming salamat. I will catch you on the next one.